Hey, Mama. Welcome to the Positivity in Pregnancy and Motherhood podcast. I am excited to be with you and share with you what positivity in pregnancy is, and kind of a little recap as it has been a year since I have really switched my podcast focus and niched into positivity during pregnancy. I'm excited to give you a little bit of background and history as why I am doing this, and also share with you tips for finding positivity in pregnancy. That's the name of my podcast. That's my passion, and I'm excited to share it with you. Thanks for joining. Hi, I'm Jocelyn, host of the Positive in Pregnancy and Motherhood podcast. I help pregnant women and mothers to find positivity in their season of life through changing their thoughts to work for them and not against them. I help mothers find the small, doable steps in thought and action without making drastic changes to their everyday mom life. And I can help you. Thanks for joining. Hello, it's Jocelyn here, and I am so excited to have you join me. I've decided to kind of do a little recap. It's been a full year since I have really made my podcast more specific to pregnancy. I've always kind of known I needed to do this, but it was kind of a line upon line learning experience for me to get here. Sometimes God asks us to learn that way, and sometimes based on our agency, it just takes us time to get to where God wants us, and it definitely has been that way for me. I did not love pregnancy. I was not one of those women who enjoyed pregnancy. In fact, it was hard. I thought it was miserable. I thought it was really difficult and a little bit more than I could bear at times. And a lot of that I realize now, and realized during my third and fourth pregnancy, that if I switched my thoughts and if I chose to find more positivity, it actually made a difference in my pregnancy and how it went. I still felt sick. I still had days that were harder than others, but shifting really changed the way I thought and felt about pregnancy. And it was so powerful that I kind of had the revelation, like, you have got to share this with other people. Other women need to know the information that you have learned and implemented during your pregnancies. So during that fourth pregnancy, I did some filming. I started a mini course, and that course has evolved. And I want to tell you a little bit about the course and some of the free resources that I provide for pregnancy that can go along with the course. This podcast is always free, and I also have what I call a pregnancy library. When I first started really diving into pregnancy last year, I did a course, like a little, not a course, but like a pregnancy breakdown. And I broke down pregnancy based on the phases. So I kind of went from the beginning, like even from conception, and all the way up till birth. That library is found on my website, and the link to my website is in the show notes. There is a list of all the links, but even if you just go to my website, you can look on the top, and if you go to the pregnancy page, it will lead you to, if you scroll down, you will find that pregnancy library. And it kind of gives you mindset tips for each little phase. And so there is that resource. And I actually have had births a lot of different ways. My first one was a C-section. My second one, I was induced and I got the epidural. My third one, it was my own contractions and an epidural. And then my fourth one, I did unmedicated, all natural in a hospital. So I have not had a multiple birth, and I have not had a home birth, but I have had experiences in a lot of the ways. And at the end of the library, it kind of describes what I have learned through each of those experiences. So that podcast library, you could find them if you wanted to scroll back on the podcasts, but I know that's a lot of scrolling back. So just finding that link in the show notes and going and checking out those podcasts on that page is an easy way if you want to kind of hit from beginning to end with pregnancy, and that is there. I also am excited about my pregnancy program. It is called the Positive Pregnancy Program, and this is where God revealed to me, like, you need to make something positive for women because it helped you so much and it can help other people. And so that's what this little course is. I have had some of the hardest times during the sick phase of pregnancy. That sick phase of pregnancy really knocks me off my feet and kind of is a really tough one to take at times. And so my ideal and my thoughts for this program were that I wanted to have a short video that I didn't have to do anything with or for. So meaning I could just watch the video on my couch or on my bed while I was sick, but it would encourage positivity. And I wanted a different video for every day of that. It's typically around 6 weeks of the nausea phase. Some women get nausea the whole pregnancy. Some don't have it as long, and some it can change based on gender, whatever gender they're pregnant with, or it can even change on a daily basis. Everyone is a little different, but typically that sickness phase lasts around 6 weeks. And there being 7 days in a week, I wanted to have 6 times 7, which is 42 videos. I also wanted options and variety in this course because some of the exercises are really going to resonate with you and you're going to love them and want to come back to them. And some of them probably won't hit home quite as much as other ones. So that was my big dream, is to have this little mini course of just short videos that women could watch on their couch or their bed when they're feeling sick and wanting a dose of positivity, and it didn't require them to do anything. And I am so excited to say that all of the videos are done. I am just waiting for them to load on the website, and as soon as they're loaded, that course will be there, and I am going to also be adding the rest of the audios. The videos are the main thing I wanted, but from people who have taken the course, they have said that they would really like audio. And I would like the audio as well. I feel like that's a good way to listen and to apply as well. So that is kind of what my little mini course is and what it's about and why it's here and why I have created it. Pregnancy can be a hard and difficult season. There are a lot of changes that are happening to our body with our hormones, with the weight gain and emotions, and it just can be a lot. And it does take intentional work to shift our thoughts. It does take you recognizing that you are thinking negative thoughts and intentionally choose to think positive thoughts. And that's why these videos are valuable, is because they can help you redirect your thoughts when you feel it's hard. When you feel like, man, I know there's probably something to be positive about, but I'm not finding it. That's what these videos can do, is they can really help get your mind going in the right direction. And as you do them with consistency, it will make your pregnancy totally different. Satan doesn't want women to have more children. He wants to stop the growth and development of the family. But God does not want that. God wants families to grow. He wants them to develop, and He wants us to find joy in being pregnancy. Not in being pregnancy. He wants us to find joy in being pregnant. I will be the first to admit that it is not easy. It isn't. But I will also be the first to admit that it can be done, because I have tried it. With my, like I said, in the middle of my third baby and with my last baby, I really tried, and I found more beauty in pregnancy. And I know that you can too. Even if you just implement what is on this podcast and you do it with consistency, it will help you to look at pregnancy with positivity and more beauty than with disdain and disgust. You are amazing, Mama, and I want to help you in this journey. I want to help you find positivity, to grab that positivity out of your pocket if you need, and to feed your brain and to feed your mental health what it needs during this pregnancy. You can do it. Thank you for sharing this episode to those women who need it, because there are a lot of other women out there who do not enjoy pregnancy but need some mental encouragement, some mental help throughout their pregnancy. Thank you for sharing that with your friends, your sisters, and those in your church who might need this podcast. God needs you. Your husband needs you. Your kids, born and unborn, need you. And you need you to take care of your mind during this pregnancy. Choose to find the positivity. Choose to feed that good soil that will grow those positive thoughts. I know you can do this. I am here to cheer you on. If you desire to look further into the Positive Pregnancy Program, the link for that is also in the show notes. Keep it up, Mama. Until next time. Thank you for being a part of the Positive in Pregnancy and Motherhood podcast, for listening, for sharing, and most of all, for applying these tools into your own life to improve your own happiness so that you can find your own better thoughts for a better you in a positive pregnancy, in losing that stubborn baby weight and becoming the mom you desire to be through taking small steps in thought and action to reach your goals. If you are a mother who has an inner desire to enjoy motherhood and pregnancy better, but you are having difficulty figuring it out, I can help you. I can help you find the small, doable steps without drastic changes to your everyday mom life. Reach out, let's connect, and let's see you move forward. My name is Jocelyn, and I thank you for listening. Until next time.